Hello, everyone. This is Heading Tian. Welcome back. Today's video, we are learning 1.8 sets, inequalities, and interval notation. Let's do some review. Inequalities and algebraic expression related so let's see these symbols. If I have a symbol, this one we call is less than. If we have this one, is greater than. If we have this symbol is less than or equal to. If the symbol is like this, is greater than or equal to. So remember that it's open to a big number, for example, 8, and pointed to a small number, for example, 2. So 8 is greater than 2. Let's see some examples. -2 is less than A. So which one is big? A is greater, right? Because the inequality sign is open to a big number and point to a small number. -2 is less than A. Next example, x is greater than 4. That means x is the number more than 4, like 5, 6, 4.5, and 100 infinity numbers. So next example, x plus 3 is less than or equal to 6. So x plus 3 is less than 6. For example, 5, 4, 2, and negative numbers. Also has a chance equal to 6 because this symbol means less than or equal to 6. Okay, the solution of an inequality is any value for the variable that makes an inequality true. The set of all solutions is called the solution set. For example, if I choose this example, x is greater than 4. If I have a number line, I draw a number line. In the middle, we say this is 0 and 1, 2. Maybe I need a longer number line. Let's draw a longer number line. For example, here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also point to some, plot some numbers on the left-hand side, -1, -2, -3, ... So if the x is greater than 4, that means first I need to find where is the 4. 4 is here. Greater than 4 means all the number on the right-hand side of the 4 here, right? So the solution set is from 4 to the greatest number. What is the greatest number? We don't know. We can use the symbol infinity represent the number is very, very huge. Okay, let's see how to express that. Inequalities have an infinite number of solutions. Therefore, we use graphs and interval notation to describe the solution set of the inequality. Examples of inequality graphed and written in interval notation. First, if I want to express x is greater than -4, so first we identify which one is greater. X is greater. So find the -4 first, and then all the numbers on the right-hand side of -4 is the solution. So find -4 on the number line. So all the numbers here, they must be greater than -4. We use parentheses to say the numbers starting from -4, but -4 is not included in my solution because it doesn't have a chance to say equal. If I have an equal sign, we use brackets. If there's no equal sign, we use parentheses. So from -4, we use parentheses to infinity. And in the interval notation, we write them in the interval notation. From -4, remember this is parentheses, to negative infinity, also use parentheses. For the negative infinity or positive infinity, we always use parentheses. Next one, if we want to express x is less than or equal to 14, let's find 14 first. 14 is here, and 14 is included. It's a part of the solution because it has the equal sign. So we use brackets, everything including including 14 on the left-hand side of -14. These are the solution for us. So we highlight the part on the left-hand side of 14, and at the 14 we use a bracket. The interval notation is from negative infinity because here is negative infinity to positive 14, and positive 14 is included in the solution, so we use the brackets. Next one, x is greater than -2 and less than or equal to 4, so x is between -2 and 4. Remember, if it has an equal sign, that means positive 4 is included in the solution. So we can draw a number line. First find -2 and find -4. First find -2, then find 4. Here is -2, here is 4. -2 is not included in my solution because the symbol doesn't have an equal sign. So we use a parentheses. And the 4 is a part of our solution. We use brackets. We highlight the number line between these two numbers. In the interval notation, -2 is not included. We use parentheses. 4 is included. We use brackets. Let's see. Next part. Keep the following important concept reading regarding interval notation in mind. What are they? First one, a parentheses indicates that an endpoint is not included in a solution set. That means if I have the inequality symbol like this or this, we use parentheses. Second, bracket indicates that an endpoint is included in a solution set. That means we must have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. We use brackets. And number 3, a parentheses is always used next to an infinity symbol. So negative infinity or positive infinity. For example, I have this and this. Number 4, when using interval notation, the smallest value in the set always goes first. So if I have an interval notation, x is bounced between -4 and -2 and +4, and -4 is included. That means we need to put -2 first and then 4 second. We can't say 4 -2. So small number always goes first. Let's see the example. The first example, use interval notation to express solutions sets and graph each solution sets on a number line. Hint, it's easier to write the interval notation after the solution has been graphed. In your homework on my math lab, it will ask you interval notation first, and then choose a correct graph. But if there's no multiple choice for you to choose a graph, so first we graph it, and then second write the interval notation, because the graph will help us to find the interval notation. So we are solving for the x. We need to isolate the x. We must have the x on one side of the inequality. So we must get rid of the 11 first, and then get rid of the 5. We need to subtract the 11 both sides. 5x is less than 26 minus 11, that is 15. So you subtract or add any number in the two sides of inequality, or three parts of inequality. It doesn't change the value of the x, or it doesn't change the direction of the symbol. Just like we're solving the equation. Next one, we divided by 5. We can isolate the 5. X is less than 3. So first we need to find the 3. For example, here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can continue to write some other numbers. So x is less than 3. That means the x is on the left side of the 3. And is 3 included? No, because we don't have an equal sign. We must use parentheses and then highlight the left-hand side of the 3. And the smallest number, we just assume that's negative infinity. For the interval notation, from the small number, which is negative infinity, to 3, 3 and negative infinity, they all have the parentheses, because for the negative or positive infinity, you cannot have this. You cannot have this bracket. Next example, solve for the x and then find the interval notation. Let's see, solve the x. We can add 7 both sides. 3x is greater than or equal to 21. Divided by 3, x is greater than or equal to 7. Find 7 on the number line. For example, there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. X is greater than 7. So is 7 included? Yes. We must use a bracket. And on the right-hand side must be highlighted, because x is greater than 7. It's on the, could be 8, could be 9, could be 100. That's on the right-hand side of the number line. And 2, what? 2 positive infinity, right? Okay, let's write them into the interval notation. It's from 7 to infinity. Sometimes in some different textbook, different edition, for the inequality, if, for example, if the 3 is not included, is x is less than, they use open circle and then highlight the left-hand side. And for the inequality, x is greater than 7, it has an equal sign. They use a solid point, then highlight the right-hand side of the point 7. So if you choose to use the open circle or solid circle, yes, you got the full point. If you use parentheses and brackets, you also get the full point on your exam. Okay, next example. Next part. When solving an inequality, if you multiply or divide each side by a negative number or negative value, you must reverse the direction of the inequality. Therefore, if C is negative and A is greater than B, then A times C is greater than B times C, and A over C is greater than B over C. So for example, let me write the example here. They provide us an example. If I have 4 is less than 5, yes, that is true statement. If I draw a number line, 4 is here, 5 is here. So 5 is on the right-hand side. Also, everybody know that 5 is greater than 4. Okay, this is a true statement. If both sides, 4 is less than 5, both sides multiply by -1. So we must flip the inequality symbol or reverse the direction of inequality symbol. Before is less than, now I must have greater than, because I multiply by a negative number. If 4 divided by -1 and 5 divided by -1, and I still need to flip the symbol or reverse the symbol to greater than. So let's prove that. We know that 4 is less than or less than 5. It is true. So how about -4 and -5? -4 is here, -5 is here. So -4 is greater than -5. We proved that here -4 is greater than -5 here. Well, if you simplify this, it's also -4 is greater than -5. Okay, let's see the examples. So remember, when you multiply or divide by negative number, both sides of the inequality, you must reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. Let's solve for the x. The example 3, -9x is greater than or equal to 36. If I'm solving for the x, I must divide it by negative number, -9. X and another side of the inequality is 36 divided by -9, that is -4. And we need to reverse the symbol. Now the symbol becomes another direction, pointing to the x and open to the -4. So next step, we can find -4 on the number line. For example, this is 0, this is -4. X is less than or equal to 4. It's on the left-hand side of -4. And -4 is included. We use brackets. You can also use a solid point from -infinity to -4. In the interval notation, it's from -infinity to -4 brackets. Next example, we are solving for the x. We need to move all the x together. If you like to move them to the left, we must subtract the 3x both sides. Let's subtract the 3x, subtract the 3x. We have -11x minus 11 less than or equal to -13 plus 11 both sides. Negative 11x is less than or equal to -2. It shows that working offline. I hope the video is still recording. Okay, solving for the x, I must divide -11 both sides. So divide -11. -11x divided by -11 and -2 divided by -11. Okay, I must reverse the direction of the symbol. It's greater than or equal to -2 over -11. And let's simplify this. X is greater than or equal to so negative, positive, 2 over 11. Where is 2 over 11? So 2 over 11, this is 0, is a positive number, but less than 1. For example, here is 2 over 11. Is 2 over 11 included? Yes, it is. We will use brackets. And where is x? On the right-hand side or left-hand side of 2 over 11. X is greater than, that means could be a number 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the right-hand side. And 2 over 11 is included in my solution. I use brackets. Interval notation is from 2 over 11 to plus infinity, or you just say infinity. Let's see next 2 examples. Number 5. So we are solving for the x, but the x, one x is in the parentheses, another x is on another side. we must distribute -4 and then combine all the x to one side. So pause the video and you can practice how to solve for the x. Let's distribute the -4 first. -4x minus -4 times +1 is -4, plus 2 greater than or equal to -3x plus 6. Combine like terms, -4x minus 2 greater than or equal to -3x plus 6. I must get rid of the -3 from one side, or you can also add 4x both sides, get rid of the x on the left hand side. So I'm trying to get rid of the -3. Let's add -3 both sides. When you are adding or adding or subtracting, you don't need to flip the symbol, inequality symbol. Okay, we have -x minus 2 greater than or equal to 6. Well, then we can add 2 both sides. Add 2, -x is greater than or equal to 8. Next step, we need to divide it by -1. -x divided by -1 is less than or equal to 8 over -1. Because when I'm dividing negative number, I need to reverse the symbol. X is less than or equal to -8. Find the -8. For example, here is -8, here is 0. X is less than or equal to, so x is a smaller number than -8, could be -9, -10. So I must highlight the number on the left-hand side of -8. And -8 is included in the solution, use brackets. The interval notation is from -infinity to -8. 8 is included, use brackets. Next example, we need to combine all the x together. First, distribute to -3. You can pause the video and read the question first. 2x minus 11 is less than -3x. Then -3 times +2 is -6. Combine like terms, we can add 3x both sides. Add 3x. We have 5x minus 11 less than -6. Both sides we can add 11. 5x is less than +5. And now, do I need to flip the symbol? No, because I only need to divide by +5. X is less than 1. Okay, let's find where what is the x on the number line. Find 1 first. Here is 0, here is 1. So x is less than 1 means x could be 0, negative numbers, or 0.5. So I highlight the left-hand side of 1. And we use parentheses because -1 is not included in the solution set. So let's write the interval notation. It's from -infinity to 1. And 1 is not included. We use parentheses. Okay, let's move on. We have 2 examples left. And let's see, these 2 examples, they have 3 sides or 3 parts. X plus 3 is greater than 6 and less than 8. When we are solving these inequalities, we can just isolate x by subtracting 3, -3 here, -3 here, -3 here. X is between +3 less than this is 5. So x is bounded by 3 and 5. Find 3, find 5. So x is between 3 and 5. Use a parentheses because there is no equal sign. The interval notation is between 3 and 5. Okay, let's see next example. Solving for the x. We need to isolate the x. We can add 2 here, add 2 here, add 2 here. We have -2 less than or equal to 2x. Less than, this is 8. Then we divided by 2x divided by 2. All of them divided by 2. Oh, why I'm dividing by -2? Divided by 2, divided by 2, because 2 is positive. The sign doesn't reverse. So we continue to simplify the expression. X is greater than or equal to -1, less than or equal to 4. Find the -1 and 4. So we have a equal symbol here. That means -1 is included in the solution. We use brackets. 4 is not included in the solution. So we highlight the number line between -1 and 4. The interval notation is from -1 to 4, and use parentheses. Okay, that's about chapter 1.8. If you have any question, please let me know. Have a good day and see you next video. Bye-bye.